Hi, I'm here in front of Lambro's Seafood, not a kosher establishment, in Island Park on Austin. Why am I here? Because of this week's Parsha. The second half of Parsha's Bo deals with the Jewish people preparing to leave Mitzrayim, the bondage, and to become free. And one of the focal points is taking the Korban Pesach, the lamb, as in what we see behind us, and preparing their exodus of Egypt. And on that night, when Hashem is going to wreak havoc on the Egyptians with the Makas Bechoros, the Jewish people are told to take a sheep, or a goat, but a sheep, a lamb, to slaughter it, to take the blood, put it on the doorposts. What is the role, what is the reason for this whole ritual? The last night in Egypt, while the Makas Bechoros are taking place, the Chizkuni has a great interpretation, and he says that pretty much everything that's being done with the Korban Pesach is to wean the Jewish people off the idea of Avodah Zarah and to wean their neighbor Egyptians off Avodah Zarah. For example, the sheep had to be whole. You couldn't take a part of it. Why? Because the aroma would be so much stronger. Everybody would realize that it's their God. It's the sheep that they worshipped. Why was it done Bein Arbayim? Why was it done when the sun was setting? Because that's when people are out there leaving work. That's when there's a lot of traffic. We call that rush hour. Everybody would hear it. Everybody would smell it. There are a whole bunch of reasons why we roast it whole. Why do we tie it to our bed for 4 days? So people would hear it making noises for the 4 days. And they would hear that the Jewish people, the Bnei Yisrael, are about to shecht their God. Why is it done in groups? So there would be Pirsumei Nisa. There would be a publicization of the miracle that Bnei Yisrael were leaving, and that it was Hashem that was taking them out, and not anything else, not Moshe, and not just natural disasters that were taking place. A lot of the goal that we see in the plagues, last week's Parsha, this week's Parsha, of Yetzias Mitzrayim, was not just Hashem flexing his muscles, but it was to show the world and to prepare them for a life of monotheism. There's a famous redacted paragraph in Maimonides' code at the end on the laws of Mashiach, and he says, and this was redacted probably by the Jews, so we would not have pogroms taking place. But the Rambam writes, why was there the other religions, Christianity and Islam, right? They caused so much havoc to us. The Rambam writes, it was to prepare the world for monotheism. So when Hashem chooses to bring Mashiach, the notion of monotheism, of one God, and their versions are different, Islam closer than Christianity, but at least we would be ready for it. And part of the process of Yetzias Mitzrayim was preparing Am Yisrael for a one God life, a monotheistic life, and to teach the Egyptians that there's one God and Ein Od Milvado. There's none like him. Have a beautiful Shabbos, a Shabbos of miracles.